Today we're going to talk about banks. All these banks are closed or updating. They're offline for a couple days going into April, updating their systems. And I'm going to show you just a little bit of stuff that I found on a few of these banks to tell you what's going on with the current system. What is happening here, guys, is ISO, right? You have a lot of big time banks. Swift system, 11,500 banks. They're connected to all those banks. Swift is rolling out ISO implementation, right? The big bang implementation was on 3/20 over that weekend, 3/20/23. And all of these banks now are having to upgrade their internal systems so they can participate in this new system if they so choose to. Banks want to update their systems because if you're a regional bank in California, you drive down the street and there's 15 different banks, and they all are doing the same thing. If one of those banks started offering 365, 24/7, 365 payments, instant payments and digital payments, you might go over to that bank and open an account and move your money to that bank that's offering you more services, right? People want to be able to send money and value just like they send an email. And that's what we're getting to here. This is Cambridge Trust Private Bank. They're transitioning to a online and mobile banking platform, and they are updating their ISO stuff. Also, Territorial Savings Bank System maintenance April 1st. It's really interesting. All of these banks are updating April 1st, right? And you're going to see a really big theme here, but system maintenance will be performed on Saturday, April 1st from 6 p.m. to 12 a.m. Hawaii time. Territorial Bank is in Hawaii, and I do think they have some banks here in California, but let's keep it going. This is Maybank to you Singapore upgraded banking system April 1st. More of the same, right? To enhance your banking experience, we are constantly upgrading our banking system during these times. Some banking services will be unavailable. We apologize for any inconvenience. And then we go over to Standard Chartered, who runs a validator node on the XRPL. Standard Chartered Bank update April 1st, 2023. Participant in Swift's successful DLT CBDC proof of concept. I did a video on that. I will link it above. Go see exactly what this is talking about. I did a great video and I showed you some connections to Ripple on some of these banks that Swift did testing early March. And this is kind of saying schedule maintenance, online banking, Standard Chartered mobile app April 1st, right? So it's all April 1st, guys. It goes on to say, Mr. Burla says that Ripple developed its technology with the scalability in mind to deploy something for Standard Chartered, Santander, Bank of America. Our solution needs to scale to hundreds of thousands of transactions per second. This is what it was designed from the outset. Boom. Oh, I love being right. For the last 4 years, I have probably sounded like a crazy person talking to my friends and family. I always believed XRP. This was the first thing that got me into crypto. My dad got me into crypto. He said, hey, you check this out for me. And immediately I knew this was going to be something important. And I dedicated my entire life from that day, four plus years ago, to understanding crypto and assets. And we're almost here, guys. It's really exciting. It's really exciting. Ripple partner SBI updating online banking services April 2nd. You don't say, man. You don't say. If you're new to the crypto space, SBI is a big banking conglomerate in Japan. The head of SBI, his name is Yoshitaka Katao. He once said that every bank in Japan by 2025 will be on RippleNet. And Japan's rolling out a CBDC as well. I bet you they are going to be using Ripple and a private ledger to do that. Just a guess. There's nothing concrete and specific, but that is just my guess. Let's keep going here. Euroclear finalizing DLT bond settlement platform this year as everything goes digital, guys. Stocks, bonds, all of these things, equities, these are all going to be digitized and put on ledgers, right? And the flow of money will be a lot faster, and it'll allow people and businesses to transact at a bigger scale and not use as much value out on the planet. With Nostro Vostro accounts, if you're a bank doing business in another country, you have to have an account there to settle at the end of each day. And this will really get rid of Nostro Vostro, and banks need money now more than ever. Banks are in trouble. February 2023, regulators have been working with DLT leverage bidirectional messaging settlement that validates and transfers funds. Correspondent bank is shrinking, plus mentions ISO 20022 adoption. So this is like in the middle here, right? You have Standard Chartered here, ISO migration. So this is all that's happening, right? Over the years, fintechs, banks, and regulators have been experimenting with DLT and cross-border remittances space. A model that leverages a bidirectional messaging and settlement component that validates transactions using DLT. So anytime you see settlement, guys, you are talking about settlement with a payment and settlement at the same time, right? If you use your ATM card at Target or at the gas station, you have that instant payment, but the settlement happens days later. And 6% of those transactions usually end up failing and costing banks a lot of money. Using something like RippleNet can save banks up to 30%. If they decide to use something like on-demand liquidity, that can save banks up to 60%. per cent transaction. And that's a lot of money. If you're sending billions and billions of dollars a year, or even trillions, like some of these banks are in the trillions, and you can save 60%, how much does that save on your bottom line? A lot of money, and banks really need money. Malaysians can now use QR codes for local banking apps. Malaysian's company Mobile Money used RippleNet to process these transactions. So just more developments happening. Ripple and Stellar, those are both really good blockchains. I recommend you taking a look at. First State Bank of Bloomington, April 3rd. It looks like they are updating their systems too. Drive-ups will be closed here. Too many of the wear. Over 30 years, First Bank of Bloomington has been a part of two bank holding company along with an affiliate. First Bank, headquartered in Monticello, Illinois. The company is entered and owned by employees through our employee stock partnership plan, affiliates, blah, blah, blah. But it says April 3rd, you will also have access to new locations. So they're updating all of their services too through that weekend of April, which is right here. We're on the precipice of it, just a couple days away. Clearview update to digital bank April 1st, right? So a lot of these banks are all going digital and being able to create these new services for their customers. It's really exciting. Russia's largest commercial bank, Saberbank, launches DeFi platform April 2023. Russia needs to get into crypto. Just push back their CBDC sometime, but we do know that the BRICS nations are coming together and becoming a power force, and this is all playing into that. This is DuPage Credit Union upgrading to digital banking platform April 4th. They're all upgrading to a digital banking platform, guys. It's really cool, right? It's really cool. It's really cool. And it says branches and services, whatever. What is digital banking? Like online banking, the new digital banking platform allows you to manage all your DuPage Credit Union accounts online. And the new mobile app Digital simply refers to the undefined member experience. And digital banking is a faster and more intuitive way to manage your money. Pathways Financial Credit Union goes digital April 3rd. More of the same, guys. It's pretty cool. What's this one? New payment standard ISO 20022 for transactions in the national currency. From April 1st, 2023, Credit Bank will start processing non-cash transfers in national currency in accordance with the International Messaging Standard, ISO. Guys, it's all happening right now. Scotiabank is in the progress of upgrading, transitioning all banking accounts to a digital bank. Is anyone else getting really excited for this? I'm so excited. More alliances between banks and non-banks to bring more technical talent on board. So see, they're even out here trying to hire, right? It says at the heart of banks' desire to speed up and streamline payments, core infrastructure modernization through leveraging advanced payment platform technologies provides great opportunities. 2023 will likely see even more alliances between traditional banks and both non-bank and third-party organizations to enhance the agility and bring more technical talent on board. Additionally, the industry can anticipate a greater emphasis on the progress toward, and here's to ISO 20022. And then here we go with Article Bank. We did go over that one already. Dergio Federal Credit Union switching to a digital solution, right? This is all happening right now. It's really cool. And then Citibank, effective April 1st, 2023, the system of electronic payments, SEP, of the National Bank of Ukraine, UBI, used to commercial banks to settle payments in UAH, will migrate to the International Standard to Exchange and Financial Messaging, ISO 20022. The future is here in banking, guys. Are you holding the right assets? That is the real question. That is the real question. If you need help, please reach out to me on Twitter. I'd be happy to answer any questions. If you found this helpful and you find my channel good, please ring the bell, share with somebody you know. Help me get the message out, guys. We are coming full force and crypto is here to stay. I love it. See you guys later. I'll talk to you in the next one.